I want to touch a little bit on planning ahead. I know we spoke about it before. 75% of people surveyed said that they plan ahead. What are some things people usually forget to plan for?
Well, as Jen mentioned, there's a lot of things that can come up. I think sometimes you overlook travel insurance, for instance, or if it's not necessarily tied into your credit card, or if you overlook unplanned visa fees. Those are some of the things. Even just having to hire a car as you're going. You maybe have that connector flight, or you need to there's a few things that could be.
Jen, has there ever been a time when you've been traveling and there's just something, a necessity that you've forgotten?
Well, there was a time where I was traveling and there was a huge snowstorm, and so then the airport shut down and I missed the connection flights, and then there were no more flights, so I had to actually buy another ticket, and thank goodness I had my credit card. If I didn't have it, I wouldn't be able to fly that next leg and make the next connection that I was making. So, those things happen, those emergencies, and it's great to have a credit card in hand when they do happen, because they do often. We can't always predict what's happening with the weather these days, and especially in the summer, if you go overseas, there are many, many kinds of things that happen, but even domestically, once in a while there can be something, a storm, whether you're flying domestically or overseas, and it could cause a delay, which sort of has a knock-on effect.
And Jen, what are some of the essential things people should be packing?
Well, I think people tend to overpack. So every time you pack, go back through and say, no, I don't need at least a third of the things that you put in there. Especially girls. Maybe guys are different.
That's really hard for me.
Us girls, we always have so much stuff to bring. Think about it, a lot of times at hotels, they will have an extra hair dryer there, or they'll have, some of the things that you won't really need. Most of the time, too, you get to a place and you realize, my God, I can just deal with the same few T-shirts and pants and whatever, and I'll be fine. The most essential clothes and shoes that you need. Also, medication is very important, because that is one problem when you go overseas or even to another city. You may not have the medication that you're used to taking, so that kind of thing is important. If you're with children, that you have the proper medication for them, or certain things that they like. Kids always like a little toy or a stuffed animal that's maybe very special to them, and when they go traveling and when they're in a place that they're not familiar with, they have that extra comfort object, and it really makes a difference when traveling, because when you have a happy child on the airplane and in your hotel or at your friends, then it really makes all the difference.
Great. And Celine, just remind us, where can people go when they're planning a vacation?
Well, we obviously, with News24 Travel, we try to have the update in terms of hardcore travel news alerts and so forth. We've also got information such as if you're wanting to find out more about the Avios loyalty programs and travel credit cards. And then we've also got GoTravel24, which is one of the partners we use in terms of packages if you want to find out more about holidays. But the internet is a beast unto its own. Sign up for those newsletters that you think give you the most specific travel information according to the destination that you want to visit, and you can't go wrong, and just plan accordingly.